Trust that what you believe in, trust that what you've worked on to conceptualize has merit. You're on the right track. You've got all the pieces sorted mentally. You can see the next moves that you need to make. You can see the end game. You can see how what you are creating internally can have value in the real world. You may be worried that others won't see it the way that you see it. You want to find validation not only from within, but it would be nice if it came externally as well. It would seem very unlikely that people wouldn't accept what it is that you have to say, what it is that you have to present, because what you have concocted, what you're thinking of, is so solid. It has a solid foundation. But sometimes, even things that make the most sense aren't readily accepted. Sometimes people aren't looking for sense. They're looking for flash. They're looking for panache. They're looking for something exciting, whether it makes sense or not, especially from you. You tend to bring a very flamboyant energy, a very over-the-top kind of sensationalism almost. And people expect that from you. People don't necessarily want the mundane. They don't want the average. They don't want something that is not inflated. They expect you to always have something that's going to shock them. But it's interesting because they would probably be most shocked if you had something that was a little quiet, a little calm. But they're not necessarily ready for that from you. They're used to you presenting yourself in a very energetic, very passionate way. They're used to you presenting things that aren't commonplace. They like it when you push the boundaries. They like it when you bring them something that is unheard of, isn't necessarily based in practicality. They look to you for showmanship, for entertainment to a certain degree. They look to you to bring them something that they don't necessarily need to have a calm disposition to engage in. They want fireworks from you. But when you bring a simple light show, when you bring calm, subdued energies of healing and peace, they're a little thrown off. You've often presented yourself as a grandstander, as someone who's willing to excite people, bring high levels of energy to the situation. But right now, this is a more calm, subdued pursuit that you're undertaking. And people are going to be a little bit flummoxed. They're going to be wondering where you're coming from. They don't think that whatever it is you're producing right now will produce fruit. They don't think that what you have on offer this time is aligned with you. They don't know if you'll be able to sustain it. They don't know if you'll grow bored of it. They're worried that it's not something that you're going to engage in for the long term. Maybe they're used to you jumping from one project to the next, from one enticement to the next. They're used to you giving your energy, giving 100% of your energy for a very short amount of time and then moving on. What you've got brewing right now requires a more long-term commitment from you. People will be questioning this. They don't know that you'll see it through. You may be questioning yourself. This is new territory for you. You've done so much work already. You've stuck to this for so long already, internally, mentally, spiritually. You've committed yourself to this. But you're worried that once it actually has a manifestation in the 3D, that you're not going to be able to commit yourself to continuing on that route. But if you've already done so much work, why wouldn't you continue? Yes, doing things in the physical and doing things internally are very different, but it still requires energy either way. You've put so much of your energy into this. Why wouldn't you continue to? There's a part of you that knows this. There's a part of you that thinks you've got a handle on this. But there's still doubt. There's still the what if. This could go one of two ways. As most things, you could fail, you could succeed. But the choice here is clearly yours. If you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to put in the energy, if you're not, I don't think you would have come so far. I don't think that this idea would have had such a stable foothold in your mind. I don't think you'd be so excited and determined to bring this into fruition. You'll find your balance. You'll take this potential and turn it into something that is undeniable. All you've got to do is get moving. All you have to do is the work. Once you bring this into being, you'll see that you're not ready to give up. That this is something that truly means something to you, that has the potential to mean something to others. This process is not just about you. And you know that. And that may be part of the fear here. Is this really going to be beneficial to others? Are others going to be receptive to this? Are they going to put forth the energy required to keep this going? Because whatever it is you're presenting requires an audience, at least to some degree. It requires input. It requires others to accept. It requires them to perhaps go into contracts with you. Perhaps it's a long-term commitment that you're requiring from these people. They'll be willing to go the distance with you. You've got to decide that you're willing to go the distance with them. You may have never done so before. But it's time. You have all the tools. You have all the potential. It's right there in front of you. Your soul, your spirit knows this. The universe promotes this. Everything is clear. It's a clear field for you. The landing strip is clear. You're ready to bring this down to earth. You're ready to turn this into something that will impact the rest of your life. And it will impact the rest of the life of the people that it touches as well. You don't need to be concerned that this is going to be another fling, another short-term venture. This is something that holds the potential to continue on into the future, well into the future. People will show up for you. People will show up big for this. Maybe there's a little bit of hesitation or fear, again, that no one will be willing to go the distance with you. But they will. They want to put energy into this. They want to see you succeed. They want to see you stop just jumping from experiment to experiment. They know you deserve something better than that. They may not be used to it. They may even have goaded you, provoked you into these quick flash in the pan, over the top endeavors that never seem to coalesce into anything meaningful. But they're ready. They're ready for the change. They're ready for you to step forward and to be a true leader and to give them something that produces and produces and produces ceaselessly. You've given them entertainments. You've given them a little fire here and there. But they want something that's going to be sustainable. They want to feel your energy on a more steady basis, on a more constant basis. They love your energy. They love what you bring to them. It just hasn't been enough. It's too quick. It's there and gone. They want to be able to depend on it. They want to be able to come to it. They want to be able to turn to it whenever they need to. And this plan, this idea that you're bringing into physical space will give them that. They may be worried at first that it won't be something that will go away. You may be concerned that it'll be something that fizzles out, but it won't be. It's up to you. Nobody's going to do this for you. And it is going to require you to turn some people into believers. They might doubt you at first. You might doubt yourself. But you have to hold the vision. You have to keep on pursuing this. You have to do it regardless of the opposition that you face. It'll be lonely sometimes. But once the energy starts churning, once the ball starts rolling, very quickly, people will come in for you. People will show you that they're ready to keep this perpetually moving with you. You'll make it. You'll turn this into something solid. And you'll have all the support that you need, both in the physical and the spiritual. It'll be prosperous.